But yeah, we ended on an interesting note for ice, and we've moved into wind now. I'm very hyped. 3 cost Dancer. Forward standard unit 7k. When Dancer enters the field, you may pay wind. When you do so, choose up to 3 characters, activate them. Damage 3. Dull 1 active Job Dancer or card name Dancer. Choose one forward, it gets plus 1k power until end of turn. That damage 3 gets around Summoning Sickness. Why are dancers just elves?
Why are dancers just hot?
Why
They
are dancers
dance.
just water lightning?
Well,
I would have
it's
liked
all
them to
wind
be one
water
color, yes.
splashing lightning for 1 card.
No, it's water lightning splashing wind for 1 card, bros.
Yeah.
Trust, I'm on the source.
I still want to be the water wind splashing lightning.
Yeah, I know, you do love your dances.
I know.
I can respect that.
Look, I've got the name Dancing on Your Grave, I gotta use it.
Yeah, like...
At the same time, though, I don't see this card as particularly powerful. Like, you basically you're either paying 3 CP for a 7k or 1 CP for a 7k, both of which are roughly on curve.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like dancers getting more love, and I'm hoping the more, even if it's all a bunch of small things, it'll eventually add up to a deck.
I will probably say that this is either the weakest or the second weakest of the hero standard unit cycle.
I'd say it's the second weakest, because...
The one coming up.
Yeah,
we'll get to that one.
But I will say this. You're effectively, when you're dulling your dancers, you're choosing between plus 1k or Dollarfall.
Yeah. And I think that for just dulling something can be good.
Right. Plus 1k helps.
Yeah.
Dancers are very small, but I don't know.
Also, blocking dull pump is just good.
Yeah.
This thing. 2 costs Onion Knight forward. Ninja / Warrior of Light. When Onion Knight enters the field, choose one forward. It gains this forward cannot attack or block until the end of turn. Dull, return Onion Knight to its owner's hand to play one forward of cost 3 or 4 from your hand onto the field. 5k. I like this, but I'm glad it's easy to kill.
Once again, no timing restriction on that dull ability.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is pretty handy. I think this card is cute, to be honest.
Neat.
I think the fact that it's in Ninja is the most important part.
It's not fantastic, it's not game-breaking, but it's cute. It does a sweet thing.
Yeah. It's another decent name for ninjas. Because again, this is just a 1 cost. Tap bounces back to hand, play Izayoi, play this. Stop something from attacking or blocking. Good name for Warrior or Light. Bounces back, play Aegis. Aegis plays this. Something can't attack or block. You'll probably notice that a lot of the interactions with this card involve playing something that can cheat this back in.
Yes.
For the most
But
part.
also, you can just go, oh cool, you want to remove it? Cool, I'll just bounce it back to my hand. Hand's hidden information, I don't want to play anything.
Yeah. And that's worst case scenario, and I hate it.
Like, the floor being just cool, you don't get the brick element.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like... And it's even decent for Onion Knights, because you can just tap, bounce back, play one of the many 3 or 4 cost Onion Knights.
Yes. And the weakness is it does require dull, so it does have Summoning Sickness, so you get a turn to try and kill it. And, yeah, you got your one window. You better use it.
Yeah. Or it's gonna get you.
Yep.
That little onion boy's gonna get you.
Oh, this one's a little bit hard to see. 2 cost Gargas, forward Black Mage, FFBE. The forwards opponent control lose 2k power for each poison counter on them. At the beginning of the attack phase during each of your turns, choose one forward opponent controls, place a poison counter on it. Special S, choose up to 2 forwards, place 3 poison counters on them.
I really like this card.
Yeah, and once again, it's a 5k, so it's fairly easy to snipe, so fair.
So this is one of the cards that goes straight into the FFBE deck, for the reasons we'll get to that. But yeah, this thing, I actually really like this card. It's so good, and it kills small things incredibly easily. And if there's something that's that's a threat that if they play it as an ETB, you can just go, well, I'm gonna set that to like a really low power, and then you can't play another one.
The only thing I don't like about this, I will say, is it's easy to next level yourself. You can sit there going, oh, cool, I have a bunch of counters and a bunch of stuff. It's safe for me to swing. Go in, they kill Gargas on the stack, block, kill your good thing, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's why you just generally go for kills. But at the same time, this is an FFBE card with a special that's extremely cheap and can kill things.
Also, if you play a second one, it reactivates the ability.
Yes, it does.
The counters stay on.
I don't know how I feel about this one. In my eyes, and my eyes alone, the most relevant part about this card is that it's a black mage, so yeah, worth. But also, yeah, I just wish the poison counters, like the power drop was tied to the poison counters, but I honestly don't think that would have been too good. Like, as weird as that sounds. But I guess you kind of have to play this in with Water FFBE, because, every FFBE card in the set hinges on one card for playability.
Yeah.
But this is not the reason why you go with it.
Yeah, we'll get to that one too.
Coming up very shortly.
2-cost Ranger, backup standard unit FFTA2. The dull and pay 1 generic, put Ranger into the break zone, choose 1 job standard unit forward, put it in the break zone. Yeah, so this is the wind one. Just move on.
And it's also very good.
Well, this one's actually quite good. Not because it's a Ranger, but yeah, exactly. Chocobos, every single one of them is a 3-cost standard unit. That's
Oh,
really
okay.
Chocobo 9 as well. Like, and hey, we're keeping up the trend of good ranges. I like that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, chickens like this card.
Yeah, even just like Mono Wind in general, because Chocobo 9 can search up whatever you want, and also the Chocobo that gives haste. That's a really good one.
I like the idea of this Ranger standing behind an army of Chocobo, like, just with that, in that gesture, the arm is going back and forward in a stabby motion.
That's they're just pointing out the direction that they're going, that's all.
Yeah, you're going face.
Why have a knife when I have an army of chickens? But yeah, I'm actually hoping that we see some more Chocobo love, but I don't think so. We're going to be getting that deck back anytime soon. Next one is Kalgar, 4-cost Mobius, forward, 8k Dawn Warrior. If your opponent doesn't control a forward of cost 5 or more, Kalgar gets haste, first strike, and brave. When Kalgar enters the field, you may pay 1. When you do so, choose 1 forward of cost 5 or more, break it. I think this is just me. I actually like this.
Cool. They want their legends back.
I don't know. 5. It's 8. It's 8k. That's the thing that hurts.
If it gained plus 1k, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
If it gained plus 1k, I would agree that it belongs at this level of the set. But yeah, as it stands, like haste, first strike, and brave is really good if your opponent doesn't control a 5-cost or more. The moment they play another 5-cost, though, it loses all of that text box.
Yeah. And you obviously can't replay this, so you can't kill the next one.
You can't replay it, so you can't kill it.
And
so.
to be honest,
right now, you're still playing one of this.
I actually can't see that. I was gonna say I'll probably still run 1.
Like,
I probably would beg to differ, but
the big question. The big question I would be.
Oh no, you have all of the Typhons. Bismarck says you have all of the Typhons.
Until you don't. That's why you play this. Deal with it this month.
The two things I'll say. Two things I'll say is 4 is more of the number you want to deal with, not 5. I think at the moment. And
yeah, you want to deal with 4s better, fours more than 5s.
What's the word on the 6-cost card that? Oh no, it breaks a 9k, isn't it? Not a cost. And
it's just raw power.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was gonna say. Yeah, if you'd rather have that one over this, would also be the other question, because at least the other one isn't cost dependent.
No, you would rather have this over Gorilla.
Okay, so okay. Because that's the thing I was wondering, like, which of those two would you rather have that I wasn't sure of?
I think you would rather have Kalgar if it came down to it.
Okay.
I honestly would prefer the Garuda, purely because if they do play another 9k, you draw a card. But, so it actually makes the Garuda cheaper.
Until they're on Suarez, which one just go back and all my things are okay. Like, I wait to play the hero, and then we just make everything an AK, and now it's 10k.
That being said, any flicker effects with this is pretty good if you got them.
Yeah. But also, we were just talking about Bismarck. Like,
Yeah.
Bounces to Bismarck as well.
Yeah, I think that's the thing though. Bismarck is the thing that makes this good because you can just constantly pick it up again and again and again. On the same token though, like there are some decks that will just laugh at this because they don't play 5 cost or higher.
But that's good because it's got
and then
haste.
at that point, it's basically just an overrated black belt.
Yeah,
Like I said, like, enough decks in the meta at the moment are playing 5 cost or greater, and most of them are pretty premium. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I would like this as a one-off.
And honestly, like on the Bismarck thing, dropping this, killing something, attacking, dulling it to do 2k to something if it's relevant, bounce it, draw a card is, yeah, kind of
All
dirty.
entirely dependent on Bismarck.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're
It's
agreeing
like-
on that. We're not disagreeing
Why
that
we can-
point.
That's why we can't let Bismarck get banned.
So
At the
don't-
same token though, just because like Bismarck makes the card good doesn't mean the card itself is good.
No, I'm conceding that point.
Hmm.
I was saying you can do something dirty with this, so it's not completely out.
I reckon it has a home. I reckon people are underestimating this.
We'll see.
Sorry?
We'll see.
2-cost Thief. Backup standard unit. Dull. Put Thief into the break zone. Your opponent puts the top 2 cards of the deck into the break zone. If you ever receive a point of damage this turn, your opponent puts the top 4 cards of their deck into the break zone. I actually love this card, but I feel it has no home.
But what do you mean?
Home.
It's got plenty of home.
It's got a home?
You hit me, cool. Mill 12.
Oh, you think that's coming back?
No, it's just generically good backup, bros.
Okay.
Like, it's really hard to interact with.
Yeah, like,
backups at the moment.
I just
Like
love this.
it's a card that basically says if you touch me, you're skipping 2 draw steps.
Yeah, like 4 cards is significant.
Yeah, like 12 cards. That's like almost a quarter of your deck.
And can you?
It's
I swear,
also more importantly, it is a 2-cost backup for things like Fat Chocobo.
Yeah, Fat Chocobo can put this into play.
yeah, I was gonna say this can be A, cheated, and B, returned from bin. I think in the same colors.
No.
Yes, Asura.
Oh yeah, sure, I can get it back as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is probably the best of this specific cycle, but
Like I like the idea of the what's the light backup that's like deal 7k, take a point of damage.
Sawyer.
Yeah, I just like the idea of like a control for Sawyer mill deck with all the thieves.
I mean,
Don't
if you're playing Wind, you know, do Cecil plays for Sawyer and then just.
So
don't get too many ideas to the masses.
I'll do what I want.
hey, I like that idea. I like that dumb, silly,
You're not my
old
real
thief
dad.
idea. Especially with what's the thief that does if he deals damage mill 4 as well?
That's Paul, bro.
Paul, that's the one.
Oh yeah, it's Mills 5 as well.
I'll hit Mill 5. I'll stick you. Hit me back, cool, Mill another 12.
Yeah, so I kind of
Very
like
close.
that sort of just joke. Like I'm tempted to build this as a joke after.
Like, it's.
And then you just X-step their break zone and they don't have anything anymore. But
Yes,
we'll
it-
get to that.
Yeah, no.
Later. Sid Polladina, 3-cost backup engineer. Yes. When Sid enters the field, you may search for one category 4 forward, add it to your hand.
There you go. Deck is solved.
Yeah.
17 sets late, but we've finally got the card that we need.
And
But-
we got it alongside the old, some really good Cat 4.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am super excited that this card exists. Purely
Yeah.
because it's not a name clash with any good Pollandinas. And it just solves so many decks.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not upset
it's
it's
all-
late. I'm just glad it got here.
Yeah.
I don't care that it's late. I care that it exists.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't care it's late. I'm just glad that it got here. It arrived. It's at your house now. Or in a
Yes,
week.
And even better, it's on element for all of the good category 4 stuff.
Yes.
But Meridia. Anyway,
Who cares about your Iridia?
I care about my radio.
Everyone
And I
cares
care
about
about my twins as well.
6 cost Cecil EX. EX burst when Cecil enters the field. Draw 1 card. 9k. Forward King. Good
Look how
job.
they massacred my boy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We got my best Cecil in the game last set, so
What's
he
that?
had to one-up himself by being garbage.
What's that Futurama episode with the fourth dimensional being that loves Star Trek and keeps zapping the dead body?
Oh yeah.
This is the
Oh,
dead
yeah,
body.
sorry. Regardless, we can move swiftly on
Yeah,
from
yeah.
this card.
I was just clicking it there going, yeah, we're done. 3 cost 7. We don't need a new 7. We already got the perfect one. Forward, class 0 cadet, 7k. Dull, choose an opponent's auto ability. If your opponent doesn't pay 2, cancel its effects. Oh, huh. I'm actually now... Yeah, I'm actually interested again.
Hobby Japan has type 0 next.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a bad card, and you should be ashamed for thinking about running it.
Okay, cool. I was thinking of coming
Vegas.
back, but then I'm like, it's a forward.
The only thing that's good about this card is I can make the Emmet the Trigger joke. But that's it.
Excellent. Alright. 5 cost Dario Horn? Horn? Horn, yeah.
Dario Horn.
Dario Horn. Forward, FFBE, Prince/Mystic Knight. If Dario is dealt damage, reduce the damage by 2k instead. Dario cannot be broken by opponent's summons or abilities that don't deal damage. At the end of each of your turns, choose one forward, activate. Oh, okay, I just like it for that, I think. Special, S and a green, wind, choose one character of cost 4 or more, break it. 9k.
And there's your reason for it on Windwater FFP.
Yep.
Yeah, this card is amazing. It's searchable with Princess Sarah. It's searchable on Element with Mog FFBE. It's got a very powerful special. It's impossible to kill.
Yeah, like you need
Unless you're
12k.
playing
You need to
cards,
hit.
but-
You need to hit it with 12k in one go. Oh, sorry, 11. Bad math. 11k in one go.
11 in one swing is quite difficult to do. Plus, it's just so good. Like that special is fantastic, and you know, there's a card that makes specials amazing for FFFE characters. We'll get to her.
And like
Get to that
Right.
one, but yeah, no, I like
I
this
love
card.
it when my S abilities are just Alexander.
For 1 CP.
I also like the idea of this activating something at the end of turn to then use for Bismarck. Doesn't need Bismarck, but it's
Or, like-
good that they can stand next to each other.
Or just given this big boy pseudo brave.
Yeah. But yeah, that just read so just beautifully.
And you know, you're playing a bunch of 4 cost backups. Cool, they're all dead.
Playing a bunch of 4-cost cards.
What
Peace
4
out.
cost cards? What are you talking about? I pay a wind. 1 cost Chocobo EX. Summon. DFF. Huh. The City of Final Fantasy? Is that what that one is?
Yeah,
It's the Opera Omnia one.
Ah, okay. EX Burst. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 character among them to your hand and return the others to the bottom of your deck in any order. The math... But the math to me reads pay 1 to get 2.
It's
So-
it's neat card selection. It's just that Alexander exists.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, this to me reads as this card is 2 gives you 2 resource. But it also gives you
Actually,
2 resource by discarding it, so
Going one deeper, this is a combo card more so than like a generic win card.
yeah.
But the fact that the fact that it digs is the only thing that makes it good. I still don't know where I would put it. Like, there's so few decks that would want this card. Like, I'm probably wrong in saying that. Like, I know a lot of people, like, when I said this card was okay in some of my group chats, they were just like, wow, what are you talking about? This card is excellent. But it was like the 10th card spoiled in the set, so it was just like, well...
Like, Bart's
You care about
Boko...
its name most of all.
Like, Bart's Boko is a combo deck, but even then I can't see it.
Bartoko, you have Sildra, I do.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing I'm saying. Like, even then it's... Like, I think it's crying in the art because it knows what it is.
It is a sad card.
Yeah.
The sad card people.
Tiamat, part of the Chaos cycle, 5 cost EX Burst forward, Chaos 9k. EX Burst, when Tiamat attacks, choose one character you control. You may return it to its owner's hand. When you receive 5 points, the 5th point of damage, you may pay a wind. If you do so, play Tiamat onto the field dull. This will trigger only if Tiamat is in your break zone.
So the only good thing about this card is EX Burst, pick up your Typhon to play it again. That's it.
No, the only good thing about this card is the art.
I'll do that, yeah.
That's fair. It does come in full art, and it's a pretty full art, but I don't know. I'm trying to justify the bad card being okay, but it's just bad. Let's just skip this.
Like,
Rots in the folder forever.
Like maybe EX Burst? Maybe? Speaking of Typhon, 4 cost Typhon, forward Typhon. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, he's dropped
8k. I am both Typhon and work as a Typhon. When Typhon enters the field, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's break zone, remove them from the game. 0, return Typhon to its owner's hand. Snort, I just had to read the ability name. Snort, special, wind, generic. Choose one forward, remove it from the game. I like the other one better, the monster.
This one's cool.
But, yeah,
So-
graveyard abuse, yeah. I
This
don't
one
know.
does basically read a bit like a Kadaj, where it just eats break zones all the time. It's important to note, though, that this is a Category 6 Typhon, which means Edgar can make it special, not cost S.
Yep.
If you want to run wind cards in your Ice Fire Cat 6 deck, this
Which you
is the
can,
one to
like-
run.
Lilty digs for this, bloody class whatever Moogle can tap for win, if you really wanted to run that.
And I will say this technically doesn't clash with the other Typhon, because just bounce this, play the other one if you need to. But then you're stuck on that other one.
Terrible name flash. Like,
Yeah, but at least this.
the other one-
Yeah, but at least this one. At least this one, you can put it into your hand to play the other one. You may be locked on the other one, but
Oh no, you're bouncing this back to your hand for one reason only. This thing's unkillable.
yeah,
Yeah,
block bounce,
Like,
block bounce,
the-
block bounce.
exactly. That's the funny... And I actually did that at pre-release last night. I just said, I'll block, I'll bounce, I'll play it again, eat some things. Oh, block,
Yeah.
bounce.
Yeah.
It's
It
hilarious.
feels like Kadaj, if Kadaj was designed back in Opus 4.
Yeah. No, I can see that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is just a good one-off tech card, even if you run Typhons.
Also, it's cool art because it's from the fight against Ultros. You look closely, you can see the big man.
Really?
Yeah, in the text box, like towards the lower right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there he is.
How about that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, I'm glad you told me that. To be honest, I'm really happy about that, more than I should be.
What can I say? I like keeping an eye out for everyone's favorite tentacle boy.
Yep, always do that.
With his
Never change. 2 cost Noel, forward commando, 5k. I'm not going to touch that. When Noel attacks, you may remove Noel from the game. If you do so, at the beginning of your next main phase 1, play Noel onto the field. When Noel enters the field, due to an ability of card named Noel, select one of 3 following actions. First one is choose a character of 4 cost or more, break it. Second one is Noel deals your opponent 1 point of damage. Third one is search for 1 forward and add it to your hand. Damage 3, Noel gets haste. So, something I'm not sure about this. I think I know how it works, but I'd rather ask you guys. You attack. Ability on the stack. Ami. It dies. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's made me not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, because you can respond to both the removal
And the enter. Yeah. Okay, that is how that works. Good. I'm not as dumb as I thought I was.
This is a weird one.
Yeah. Like, it reminds me of the magic card that does something like this that's used in Soul Sisters. It somehow became a card.
Other than
Because,
Norlawary.
yeah. But it somehow became a card because of other stuff that made it a card.
I mean, is this even worth playing before damage 3?
I'm going to go with the potentially controversial opinion here. This card sucks. This is a bad card. And I, like, when this was initially spoiled, again, like we talked about it in a group chat, I was the only person in that group chat that said this card is bad. Everybody else was saying this is the most bonkers, ridiculous thing on the planet.
No. I would not call it that on any stretch.
Yeah. So my biggest issues with the card, yes, the ETB out of the Exile and Come Back is really powerful. Breaking a thing, powerful. Dealing your opponent damage, sweet. Searching for a forward and adding it to your hand, very, very good. Here's my concern with it though. If you're attacking with this forward, aren't you expecting it to deal opponent damage?
Yeah, you only flicker it if you want to do one of the other two things.
Yeah, this card has got a very, very large text box that basically says null cannot be blocked. And if you are using that attack to kill something or search for a thing, you're not dealing damage to your opponent.
Also, I want to say this. EX Burst at the start of main phase 1, I don't like the idea of them getting that.
Oh yeah, that could just completely shift your game plan.
Yeah, I do not like the
Instantly.
idea of main phase 1 EX Burst. Screw with me.
Yeah, and to be honest, even at damage 3, I would barely consider this card. Like, yeah, sure, damage 3 it gains haste, and it becomes quote unquote hard to answer.
I'm gonna say one thing about this. It's a card that is okay until something else makes it not okay. I think that's where this card is gonna make or break.
Well, at the same time, it's also a 2-cost forward that's a 5k. It's, as we were talking about with Adelard earlier, it is the easiest stat line to kill.
Alright. Now it's time for me to give an even more controversial opinion. This card is good when control decks are good. Because this is like the nuts against control decks.
Well, yeah, if you can't deal with this, it's good. But that's the thing.
That's more because they're all relying on like 4-cost backups and this can go, okay, cool, you don't deal with me? Cool, I'm just going to keep breaking your backup line. You can't play the game, I'm just going to beat you to death with everything else. But until control decks get good, this guy stays in the binder.
Okay.
It took us 10 sets to get a, like, not insane box armor.
Yeah, so essentially, this is okay until it's not. And that just depends on other factors. A card that may break it or the meta. But yeah, until then, I don't know. Red's too strong right now. Too much stuff can kill this in response.
Even in its own element, it just dies to everything.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I got a better idea. We need to see this card played.
Oh, I kind of always stand by that until like it's tested. We could be absolutely
Like, this is
off,
the only card where I'm
absolutely
like,
wrong.
you can't have a first impression on.
I did actually try playing this card on Untap because they put some of the spoilers up there as they were going. I did try playing this card and not impressed. Not impressed at all. Like, it doesn't quite do enough. And like, there are people that are saying, "Oh, you've got the argument of okay, you play this and you play Zidane. Which one are you going to deal with?"
I was actually
one of the cards from this set, and I've dealt with both of them.
I was actually going to say this. I don't say this is next to Zidane. I say, which of the two would you rather have? I would compare this to Zidane. And I feel Zidane wins.
Two completely different things. But no,
No, but I'm saying in like the slot, like if you're taking something out of the win deck as it is to put this in, I feel you're fighting the slot with Zidane. And I feel Zidane wins that slot every time.
Agreed.
Yeah. No, but I reckon let everything settle first.
Yeah.
Then we see where this card lies.
No, I can actually agree with that quite easily.
Yeah.
Hey, look! 2-cost Penlow, Dancer, yes. FFTA forward. At the end of each of your turns, deal 1k damage for each card you have cast this turn to all the forward's opponent controls. Dull one active job Dancer or card name Dancer other than Penlow. Choose one forward, its power comes 4k until end of turn. They just keep giving me what I want, even if it's not going to work. I'm just happy they're giving me what I want.
Yeah, bro, so this is one I'm splashing win for and dances. It's all good.
Just this card, nothing else.
This is a good dancer, not gonna lie. And having the multicast thing, you can very easily cast 2, 3, 4 cards a turn. If you get to that magic number of 4, then you just start saying, that's a 4k, that's a 4k, that's a 4k, that's a 4k. And now, oh, board wipe.
Also gets around summoning sickness with this type of wording.
Yeah.
Just okay. I'll take it.
So this is an example of a nice, good 2-drop 5k.
Yeah, because you can actually get value off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is like dances through and through because I feel like we deserve a Pinello that isn't just Sky Pirate fodder.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm really happy with this. I'm actually really happy with this. That being said, I kind of liked the other Penelo Dancer because it was Water Wind, so it helps with Markov, but...
Well, I mean, also, there's like the backup Pinello that searches the Sky Pirate so that you can feel and color fix.
Yeah, but I think I'd run this over it anyways.
Yeah, it depends on what you're going for. Like, for my
Yeah,
Water
yeah,
One,
yeah.
I'm going to try to fit this in just because, cheated him with Magov.
Also, just like, cool, I'm gonna Brunhilde it, cool, I dull it to turn one of your things into a 4K. I paid 2 to reduce your thing 4K, and you paid... Oh, I guess 0, they're drawing the card off the Brunhilde,
Well, you
but I
can't
still
solve
think...
this Pinello specifically, but
Yeah, it has to be other
Does
than
it?
Pinello.
Does it say other than... Oh, goddammit, I need to learn to read
Other
cards.
than
I apologize, guys.
It's all good.
Yeah, but even worst case scenario, you do another one by responding to this. So,
Yeah.
And there's enough other things that dull dances to do something. So,
Yeah.
like,
At least it can dull backups like the other two.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
with the other dancer in this, cool. They go to kill Penlo. I dull the Penlo to pump something by 1K. It's not the best value, but at least it's something you can do while losing it.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah. I couldn't have actually put it better than that. Oh, this is some
Anyway.
interesting art. I have not seen this. Fujito. Backup Scholar. I'll give it. While Fujito is put from field into when Fujito is put from field into the break zone, choose one forward opponent controls, remove it from the game. Dull. Put Fujito into the break zone, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one card among them on top of your deck, and the other card on the bottom of your deck. Wait, hold on, what?
so this is an interesting card from my perspective at the very least, because it's a sweet way to play a 4-cost character while punishing breaking 4-cost characters.
Yeah, you want to Fenrir this? Go right ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I really like this. Alright.
The fact as well is that it can break itself to do a thing is actually really nice, and the Scry 2 is not a terrible thing.
We'll scry to exile something, yeah?
Exactly.
So,
Alrighty.
yeah.
Time for another dissenting opinion. I think it's not worth it.
It probably isn't, because you're paying 4 CP for something and you're not getting a card draw out of it. So it probably isn't worth it, but it's just nice to see something that costs 4 that punishes things that break 4 costs.
Yeah. It's helpful on that front, which if Elmate Dario takes off, then yeah, sure. This is one of the cleanest ways to deal with Dario. But if that doesn't take off, then this is just going to sit there and be like Leko Haboka, where it's I can trade in a backup for a really good resource, but then,
I can see myself Ceciling this for, good value, but that's, again, it depends on another card.
And I think this one is, really meta-dependent. You would probably run as a singleton,
Yes.
just so you have access to the ability to just say something is going away. Even if you don't necessarily want something, want that ability, it's nice to know it's there.
Nah, I've got better idea for this. We finally got a bunch of good Wind Cat 7 backups, so maybe we'll revive Aerith's art loop.
Oh god, no, please. I hated that so much because I just kept killing it and people would not learn their lesson. 4-cost Hope backup, Supreme Advisor. When Hope enters the field, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a character, add it to your hand. If it's a category 13 character, also activate Hope.
So this card looks so depressed because it read its text box and it real sucked.
It just reads as 1 cost. It's a 1-cost backup. It's an evoker. It's literally an evoker with so many more steps.
Character.
Well, because
Which is playing Windcat 13, you're playing the other Hope. And also, oh my god, Nora can search a backup. Yeah, next thing you'll say, I can play it for free off of Buff Fallen.
It's an evoker.
Oh,
Its best
get
case
that.
scenario is it's an evoker. Because you discard 2 cards, play it, reveal the top,
Oh.
putting a card in hand, untap it to tap it for resource. It gives you 1.
Bro, it's strictly
This-
worse than an evoker. Can't search
It's
it
an
off Sid
evoker
too.
that gets hit by 4-cost character hate.
That's what I'm saying. That is actually the point I'm getting at. It's an evoker with more steps that makes it shitter. It's horrible.
That's what I said.
That's the
Like,
best
it
case
read its
scenario.
text. Like that's why this hope is so depressed. It read its text box and it realized it sucked.
You can't even tutor this with Sid. It's pure garbage. One
Supreme
cost.
advisor, my spleen.
Sorry, I just like the icing on the cake for me is it can't be tutored by Sid. I'm sorry, that's like the icing on the cake. One cost, Yagudo, Mobius monster Yagudo. When Yagudo enters the field, choose 1 forward. Its power becomes 4k until end of turn. 2 winds dull, put Yagudo into the break zone, choose 1 forward. Its power becomes 4k until end of turn.
Wind has
Guess.
got some nice 1-cost monsters. I probably wouldn't run this one.
The only thing I could see this helping with is getting a swing in, giving Zidane haste and getting a swing with it in successfully.
No, all you're
But I
doing
don't
is
think you
like,
need this for that.
It's like, oh, I have 2 forwards in play. Cool, play this. Bismarck double pink. Pick this back up. It's all good, Rust.
Yeah, like it does.
That's about it,
That,
to be
but
fair.
yeah. We'll move on.
Searchable in element?
Is it?
Stillskin.
Yeah,
Ah.
Stillskin can go find it. But if you're using Stillskin to find a Yagudo,
You've
why
already
would I
lost.
coach you?
You've already lost.
Because this is a future where Archu is banned.
Oh, okay. 2 cost Archer, FFTA forward standard unit 4k. Dull, choose 1 forward, deal at 2k damage. Wind, and I think that's 2 or 1?
What?
1. Wind, generic, dull, put Archer into the break zone, choose 1 forward, deal at 10k damage.
Next.
Too expensive, takes too long, you need to wait a turn. I think that covers all of it.
Yeah.
I have no words for this card.
4 cost Richard. Is that Richard? No, that's Ricard, isn't it? Ricard, yeah. Forward Dragoon, yay. Dragoon 8k. If you control a category 2 forward other than Ricard, Ricard gets plus 1k power, and summons and abilities of your opponents must choose Ricard if possible.
Yo, spies, can we get a good record?
Why Wind? That's like that's the start of my discussion here. Why
Because
Wind?
they need to put some more Dragoons into Winds to try and balance out the element. I don't know. This card is poo.
I'm sorry, my man. I got excited. I saw Dragoon, and then I was really sad again.
I
One
would
cost.
rather play the Opus 1 Ricard in a Dragoon deck. than
Yeah.
that.
The best record to this day, and he's not even good.
Yeah. 1 cost Luso, FFTA2, forward, Clan Gully member. 3k. When Luso enters the field, if you have cast 3 or more cards this turn, draw a card. When Luso enters the field, if you have cast 7 or more cards this turn, deal 8k damage to all forwards opponent controls.
So, this effect is actually really, really sweet. And it's very easy to get to 7 in Wind.
But
Like, not even like Ice Wind, just Mono Wind. It's
Right. You've
really
got Althea, you've got Chocobo, you've got Ashura, you've got like everything. Hell,
But
even
it's-
the random cards you've been drawing off as a name.
But if you've gone 7 cards deep, will the 8k really make a difference? That's what I'm not sure
Yeah, it will.
about. But wouldn't you have done enough stuff by then to just... Okay.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Wind had never had a clean finisher, like a powerful like this will end the game effect. Luso brings that to the wind, like to the element Wind, and it actually it's actually a card that feels bad to Amaterasu because they've they've just played cast 7 spells, but half of those were a 1-drop Luso. Let's be fair.
And also, I need to point out, the draw's not once per turn.
Yeah, the draw happens all the time.
Yep, so
Oh.
he's just getting back all of that value, and then that's giving you more spells to cast. And with stuff like Rosa.
Wait, no, it's when Luso
Go on,
enters the
bang, bang,
field. It's when Luso enters the field. Or do you mean you're going to bounce it?
Oh yeah, you're 100% down from this. Althea, Chocobo.
Yeah,
Ah,
you always
okay.
bounce the Luso.
So this okay. So you're putting this as part of a bounce engine.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it is in that deck.
Okay.
like
No, no,
it's a
that
way for Wind to finally finish things off.
because I'm
And
imagining
it's-
this in something like the Water Winds, no, Wind Ice Storm with the I can't remember the Squall, was it?
Oh, the lock at the top
The
end.
lock, sorry, yeah. But I'm thinking by the time you've got all that done, you've got lockout and done all that. I'll take a drink, thank you, Fox. By the time you've done all that, I think you've probably I thought you would have probably kneecapped your opponent enough by then. But I guess yeah, if you're playing it in bounce, all that, yeah, it makes
That's
a
the
difference
problem
in that
with
way.
like the bounce engine. Is like it's very just sort of passive. Like you're just doing what you're doing. You're not really giving a crap what your opponent's doing. So playing this says now I do.
Yeah. Okay. No. I didn't see that. That's
Yeah.
why I have you guys, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's what
in addition to that as well, like you're playing this with other one cost like card advantage cards. Like you play this with Alexander, and all of a sudden, like you cast this as your third card, you draw a card. You cast Alexander, you draw two more. You cast Chocobo, that's your fifth card. You pick this up, you draw a card.
And then you Rosa put something into play and just keep going.
I also
Bang,
just
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
I also just realized something silly now. I pay one, play this. They kill it somehow. Cool. I tap one sooner, get it back, play it
Sure,
again.
get it back, yeah.
Ashura,
Yeah,
get it back,
Ashura
play it
pick it
again.
up
Yeah.
again.
Ashura gets this
Yeah.
back on the same turn, and it then counts as the third cast.
like it's actually extremely easy.
Or at that point, it'll be
for-
sixth cast.
Like it's actually extremely easy for Mono Win specifically to get to that 7 casts while actually being positive on CP instead of negative.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And again, because it's a 1 cost forward, it feels bad to add the card.
See, now I feel it
Yeah.
should have been a legend.
No, he's fine on red.
Oh, look, I've always
It is
said rarity
fine, right,
doesn't matter
because
in this game,
Being
but yeah,
fair,
I feel it should have been
does
more.
take a lot of effort to
Yeah,
get
it
to
is a
7 casts.
non-zero amount of work, and like, but if you have the engine ready to go, like,
You
just
just
going
go off.
cool, you die. I've drawn enough cards to make this work.
Yeah, like you could start the turn with 7 cards in hand, get to the 7th cast as Luso, and still have 7 cards in hand.
No, I'm turned around on it. All right, so we've ended wind. Before we move on to earth, I think we want to take a bit of a break because we usually do that halfway through the